singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glory.
Daddy now. Oh, thank you, Mighty Paddle.
I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. The sun's in my heart and I'm ready for love. Let the stormy clouds chase everyone from the place. Come on with the rain, I've a smile on my face. I walk down the lane with a happy refrain, just singing, singing in the rain, dancing in the rain. I'm happy again.
What was the most amazing part about Niagara Falls?
Of course the falls, but there's also like this restaurant that we went to. It was so fancy. The menu was huge and it was really good. They had a lot of stuff. It was nice. It was like a huge window. It was great.
So, if you were talking to somebody and they were going to visit Niagara Falls, what would you tell them?
I would tell them to go to that restaurant up there. It's great. Love the food. It has amazing food, honestly. The whole, you can see all of the falls. So it has, yeah. It's a better view than down here. I suggest going to the Canada side.
Oh yeah, because it's really awesome over here, right?
Yeah, it was fun.
My favorite part of Niagara Falls was probably just getting to go see one of the natural 7 world wonders and then getting really misted and wet and going like under the waterfall was really fun. When we got these big old ice creams, that was fun too. Watching you and Mom convert American money into Canadian money at the restaurant, that was fun.
Hi, I'm Greg.
I'm Deanna.
And we are
Swift Family Robeson Expedition.
So glad you're back. Thanks for checking out episode 3. This is going to be awesome. If you haven't had a chance yet, check out episodes 1 and 2.
We took 7 people across the border on the Canada side to experience this wonder of the world.
Let's see how we're doing. Deanna's on the phone.
To have
How's
a
everybody
campfire.
doing?
So
Good.
Ready
Yeah.
for Niagara Falls?
Yeah. We're gonna get wet.
who's excited about the Niagara Falls?
I'm excited. I have a white coat.
I'm gonna get a picture and post it on Instagram.
This is one of those moments that finally started to click in, like why we're doing this, you know?
Yeah, it's like we're on the road, we're finally moving, we're finally getting somewhere. We get a payoff this week. We have just a few tips and tricks. We found that even though we don't spend as much time at a place or spend as much money at a place, the experience is still phenomenal. That's one of the great things about something like this. Niagara Falls has something for everyone to enjoy.
We got some ideas for you to keep it simple and focus on the family and really take in the wonder and all. We hope you enjoy the footage.
Emily Cam. Now we are by Niagara Falls. It's so crazy, that's so fun. I never thought I'd see Niagara Falls. Apparently they have like fireworks at 10 o'clock, but we're not gonna stay for that because we are gonna make a fire tonight. After this, we're gonna go grocery shopping. Earlier today, we had to fill up the water in our RV. Then we drove cross country into Canada. Everyone's enjoying their ice cream. Marcy, what kind do you have?
I got ice cream.
She has ice cream. She has butter pecan.
If you're new here, we are a family of 7 traveling about the country as I am doing this travel nursing gig. We decided that we're going to experience the country this way with our kids while we can. This is our window. So if you like what you see, like and subscribe. That'll help us get the word out, and comments and let us know what you like, what you want to see, what you want to see more of, and we will be sure to include that.
Please, in the comments too, if you have things that you know, maybe you've been to Niagara, for example, and you saw some things we didn't, or maybe you rode the Maid of the Mist, or whatever it is that you experienced, share it with us. This is like celebrating memories and remembering together as a community all across the country. As we were planning our route east, we had to kind of decide which way we were going to get to where we're at now, which I won't tell you where that is yet.
But we had a little bit of extra time, so we decided to go all the way over Lake Ontario.
Yeah, so we didn't come due east. We came a little bit north and went from Columbus to Cleveland to Buffalo. And we landed at 4 Mile Creek State
We
Park.
never get the word.
Gorgeous, right?
Phenomenal,
Yeah.
phenomenal. The people there were beyond helpful. It was late, dark, raining, muddy, and we're new with our rig, so
That was brutal. So the staff was like, you know, watching us look for a spot because we got there after the office closed, and they were watching us, and they knew a lot of spots they had towed people out
with
of
our
already.
flashlights, the kids are out in the rain with.
Dude, that's really wet. That's really wet.
Is this a spot? I don't see the spot.
So kudos. We were trying to get as close to the lake as possible. The campfire, the memories, the moments we had prior to going over to Niagara Falls.
Yeah, it's just one of those moments you get to step back and say, this is why we're doing this. This is why we're doing this. This isn't vacation, but it feels like vacation because the focus is on each other. I want you guys to tell me what you thought about today.
It was awesome.
Today was epic.
We have decided to switch those monetary things for experiences that's what we want our legacy to be, and that's what we want this expedition to be about.
Everyone, come look at the goofy man.
It's sticky.
So what happened, babe?
I gathered firewood.
Get some sticks. He brought back like a Hercules handful.
What I'm really enjoying is wherever their place is. How did you not know this was happening?
While we were at 4 Mile Creek State Park, we were getting ready to head somewhere together as a family, and I was having trouble with the electrical system. It can be really frustrating, you know, when you're used to residential, you know, how plumbing and electric works in your house, but rigs are totally different. No matter how many videos you watch or how much you decide you're going to learn beforehand.
The learning curve is crazy.
This husband and wife walking by, and he saw me out there, and hello. We're just always impressed with the RV community, the YouTube community. The support is incredible, not just from our family and friends, but people we don't even know. He goes, how you doing? I said, great. I said, you don't happen to be an electrical engineer, do you? And he goes, why? And I was like, you got to be kidding me.
Thank you, God.
This guy spent,
at least 2 hours with us. Well, with him. I took the kids somewhere, and I came back, and they were still there.
I couldn't believe the generosity of a total stranger. And he had a lot of knowledge. It was really pertinent to what I was going through. But it was just such a reassurance as you're taking your family across the country and you're nervous about providing for them. And then on one of your first major stops, you're having a hard time, and boom, there's the stranger. You're like, wow. Thank you to all of you who've done that, you know, who've stopped on the side of the road with a stalled camper or whatever to help. It meant a lot.
Generosity in such class. Yeah, we are thankful. Some of the things we learned while going to Niagara Falls hopefully will help you. There are things to do there that cost a lot of money, but you don't have to do these things. So number one, it can be as expensive or as cheap as you want it to be. So take that into consideration. You still get a great view. You still get great photo ops. You still get a great experience and a great expedition without spending gobs and gobs of money. I think I always enjoy when you are next to something that is humbling and makes you feel small. That being said, we did go out to eat at is it Table Rock?
Yeah, Table Rock House.
Table Rock House. Fantastic restaurant. It's a garden to table kind of restaurant. Really fresh, amazing food, and the views are unbelievable. The windows are huge, and all you see are the falls right there. It's pretty unbelievable.
The big downside of the restaurant is you can't decide what's better,
looking at your food or looking at the window. If you don't want to do that, bring a picnic lunch. There's tons of space.
If you're going to bring a picnic lunch, just make sure that you waterproof it. You know, keep your food dry and your electronics dry. Most electronics are waterproof now, but if you're going to have watches, phones, all that, and you're going to do Maid of the Mist, you're going to want to make sure all your stuff's not getting wet. Next.
Which leads us to the next tip. Bring a change of clothes if you're doing the wet activities. Let's go.
What do you think? You look like a giant banana.
It's crazy.
So our ponchos were good enough on the journey behind the falls to keep us dry enough, and it wasn't a terribly cold day, so it worked out for us, but we could see how that'd be a problem for some families.
Yes. Also, if you have little ones that don't like the loud noise or getting wet, you might want to hold back on any of the activities. They can enjoy running around the park and eating ice cream and just playing there's plenty of space to run. So you have to understand that might damper your day. Just plan for that and know that it is loud, it is wet. That's this week's episode of S.F.R.E, Swift Family Robeson Expedition. We are having so much fun with you guys. We are really enjoying the comments of people that we haven't talked to in a while. This is even more fun than we thought. It adds to our expedition, and we're gonna keep on doing this as long as you guys keep on watching. And
we hope it feels like a safari to you as well as we share our experience with you.
We had to kind of reel the kids in a little bit and say, this is gonna be great, guys. This is gonna be great. Trust us on this whole move thing and this whole lifestyle change.
And that's what we hope to draw you into, is that experience of just remembering family and laughing together. That's our safari that we want to bring you on.
Yeah, the journey of a family. It's great.
So we'll see you next week.
When we first saw Niagara Falls, when I first looked over that fence that led to the water, something in me just clicked. Holy flip! Whoa! It made me notice the true beauty of nature. Because at first I wasn't really paying attention to nature or anything. Now I have a better grasp on why we're doing this.
Oh my god!
How would you feel if you just, if we were in a boat in the middle of that right there?
Dancing and singing in the rain.
What's been your favorite thing on this trip so far?
Eating snacks and going to the castle.
Since we left St. Louis, what's been your favorite thing?
Our house, the RV.